Good morning, people. Today is Thursday, October 26th, 2023. Here we are, the first and last time this day has occurred in the history of our universe. That's something to be appreciative for sure. Okay, so here we are, Department of Career Services, where our goal is simple: to help you get from where you are to someplace better, from point A to point B, from someday Isle to Successlandia. No big deal. That's it. Just trying to help you get there. We're not going to take you there. We're going to help you develop the skills, especially your habits and routines to get there. And that would be like through a jig. New word we learned yesterday, or new application of the term jig. So currently I'm looking up the weather. It's 57. The high is 73 and the low is 50. Okay, so 50 to 73. All right. So to make quick of time, how do we help you? What is the basic tool we use? It's the podcast, but it's really not me doing this. It's the stuff down below. That's where the experts are. That's where the people who've spent decades learning, pursuing truth, learning with the goal of helping other people to nurture and share knowledge. So it's the stuff down below. So please subscribe, click on the bell, thumbs up, and share. You know the thing. Please do that. Help other people. Don't be selfish. Information, knowledge wants to be free. So share it. Nurture and share this with other people. The most important thing would be to make it part of your daily routine. It's the thing that gets you up in the morning, starts your day. Good morning, Wadabevi. Starts your day, gets this task, triggers this habit, triggers that habit, triggers the next habit. And who knows, maybe, just maybe, something will be on the podcast that you can actually use. I think there's a lot of stuff that you can use, but maybe for you, rather than taking a position of, oh, I already know everything. Oh, I'd rather stay under my covers. Oh, this is boring and stupid. Okay, that might be true. Embrace the suck. Get comfortable being uncomfortable. Seek discomfort. Watch this video every morning. Okay, this is a 5-part podcast where we start. These are the 5 parts. Preparation for the podcast and the day. And yes, we do need to prepare for the podcast, obviously. 2, attitude of gratitude. 3, review the previous day. 4, plan for today. 5, project the day, then go do it. However, we are going to do steps 2, 3, and 2, 3, and 5. We're going to do those steps, step 2, 3, and 5, after the podcast. Do them after the podcast. I've already done them, but do them after the podcast because I'm up at 4:20. My alarm goes off at 4:20. And often I'm up earlier than that, studying, preparing, planning, reading, etc., preparing for the day. Okay, breathing exercise. Step 1, preparing for the day, breathing exercise. Let's just get into it. Double intake, get as much air in your lungs as possible. When you think you're done, you're only 38% done. So inhale as much as you can and begin. And then a long, slow exhale. Pushing your stomach in to get as much out, and then immediately into second one. kind of like the at the end. Okay, now as we get our coffee ready, coffee's for closers. Coffee is for closers. Who said that? For extra bonus points. Okay. Who said cocoa is for closers? Waterbevy might remember that answer. Okay, but anyway, so you should have felt something on that. You definitely would have if you had done it right. It's a way to quickly get as much air into your lungs as possible. Open up all of the air sacs in your lungs, help them clean out, fresh out, open up for the day to help you metabolize oxygen. I just made that last part up. Okay, moving on. Step 2 in our podcast. Step 2, attitude of gratitude. I'm going to tell you how to do it, but we're going to do it after the podcast. So you write in your book, I'm so happy and grateful now that blank. Write that in your book. I'm so happy and grateful now that. If you just turn your focus inside of your brain after saying that and wait for things to pop up, they won't, because you haven't given your brain a task, a problem to solve. So we need to turn that into a question. What am I so happy and grateful for right now? And then we turn our attention inward and look at the thoughts in our brain. Okay. Next. Let's move on. That's so step 1 we did prepare. Step 2, attitude of gratitude. Step 3 would be to reflect on yesterday. You're going to ask yourself a few questions. How do I feel about yesterday? Where did I exceed, or you could say, when did I exceed expectations? When did I fall short? What can I learn from exceeding or falling short? Boom. Turn your attention inward, focus on your brain, write it down. Write it down. You need to get it from working memory into long-term memory so that you actually learn lessons from the day before. Right doesn't help us if we don't move forward. In order to move forward, in order to get from point A to point B, you actually have to move. You have to change. Otherwise, you're just going to be going around in a little circle. It's just a series of right turn, right turn, right turn, or left turn, left turn, left turn. And so that doesn't really get us there. It's definitely not a straight line, but it should be an upward path, punctuated by periods of frustration, uncertainty, doubt, volatility, complexity, ambiguity. Life is suffering. Work to reduce it. Okay, so we've done parts 1, prepare. Part 2, review. Part 2, attitude of gratitude. Part 3, review yesterday. That leaves 2 things, project, part 5, and plan. Let's move forward to project, because we'll do that after 2. And so this is basically taking time, thinking through your day, thinking through the sequence of your day, thinking about the things that you want to do. So yesterday we saw a video, Darren Hardy, where there was a matrix or a thing that had 1,000 colored dots randomly on it. And there were 3 purplish dots that were the important things, but you couldn't find the purple dots out of the confusion of all of the other dots. So it was like, okay, forget about the stuff that's not important. Focus on the things that are important, the 6 things that are important to accomplish. So that's kind of a follow-up from yesterday where we said, write down 6 things you want to accomplish today. So I write it in a book like this, which enables me to carry in my pocket. Boom. Moleskine. All right. So fix the 6 things you want to accomplish today. 3 simple tasks. But on our projecting for the day, let's remember from Caddyshack, see your future, be your future. See the ball, Danny. See the ball. See the ball, Danny. Okay, planning the day. Let's see what we've got in our notes. Some of the things to watch. Boom, 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 boom. Okay, advice from an 80-year-old. Be modest. A lot was accomplished before you were born. Right. Focus on your 3 simple goals for today. 6 important things to get done. The other night, someone returned to me our practical exercise, State Pen Practical Exercises book. This is the one that goes along with if you have the ability to have internet. Our normal book is for people who don't have access to the internet. So it's transcripts mostly. All righty then. So we've got that. Physical, mental, emotional, spiritual. Huberman talking about maximizing muscle. That could have gone up in the physical part. Short, heavy weight. A small number of reps, heavy weight. Helps you get stronger faster. Jordan Peterson, why do people lie? That's a good one. Darren Hardy, it's not your limit. Yeah, people think, well, I've hit my limit. Well, before you hit your limit, did you ever do the thing and you thought you hit your limit then? We can always improve. TED Talks, David Phillips, The Science of Storytelling. Yes, the magical science of storytelling. 4 lessons to learn from that. Everybody is a good storyteller. Write down your stories. Catalog your stories. Write down and catalog your stories. Match them to the neurotransmitter you want to release. So stories release neurotransmitters and hormones in people, make them feel a certain way. So figure out when you're going to tell the story, what do I want people to feel? Oh, happy. So I'm going to tell them a story that's happy, sad, courage, whatever. Have a story ready to go. So the story is the magical science of storytelling is the story before the Simon Sinek why. So this week, getting people on our proverbial metaphorical boat. All right. Jordan Peterson, I said, why lie? Divine Inspiration. Inc. Magazine's got a cool one. It's called Emotional Intelligence. What's the best sign of success? EQ or IQ? Aha! What are your votes? Put in the comments down below. All righty then. Well, today is the Thursday morning pastors meeting. I will be leaving here close to 7 to be at that meeting. Sophie Wadabevi says EQ. I say IQ. Why do I say IQ? Because I say between Sophie and I, we know anything in the world. You can ask us any question and we will know it. So you can feel free to ask me any question, because between Sophie and I, we have the answer to every question in the world, the correct answer to every question in the world. So you can ask me any question and I can answer you, or Sophie can. Alrighty then, so we're at 14:05. Let's get ready to wrap this up. Wrap it up. Boom, 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 boom. We'll get ready to wrap it up. Because why? Because it's time to move forward into the world to nurture and share the presence of God within us. And yesterday I was advised to say Jesus Christ, because then people know which God we're talking about. Aha! So you say nurture and share the presence of God within you. A Hindu would agree, but which of the million gods are they referring to? Okay. Who is Joe? Well, Sophie knows the answer to that question. All right. So, Joe Mama. All righty then. So let's get ready to wrap this up. How do you get from point A to point B? One simple answer is What? Seek discomfort. Seek discomfort. It makes you more resilient, prepares you for when the unexpected happens, and probably most importantly, almost everyone else is seeking comfort. So as you're seeking discomfort, running to the fire, running to the danger, other people are running from the fire, running from the danger. So the delta, the difference between you grows, and that's one way to get noticed in the world. And I think that's what our Heavenly Father wants us to do, is nurture and share his presence within us. And with that, we will say shalom. That's from the Clint Eastwood Western movie. What is it, The Magnificent Seven? I don't know. Okay.